Hello and welcome to Mitel training. Today you will learn about creating OpEasy administrators. OpEasy administrators are of various levels, including system level, enterprise level, group level, and department level. You can see, for instance, this particular administrator is an enterprise level administrator. And so when we go to login management, you can display or search on all the administrators that this enterprise level administrator can manage, and that's all of the group level administrators and department level administrators under that enterprise administrator. Had this been a group level administrator, he could only manage department level administrators below that administrator. The login rules. If you click on login rules, you'll see the login rules that apply to the passwords that you would create for the administrators. And there's a system login rules that are used for system administrators. In addition, there's login rules that apply per enterprise. In this case, for the Morehouse Enterprise, it uses the system login rules. And this provides the passwords. This identifies for the passwords the number of characters in the password and what the password can and cannot be. In addition, scrolling down, the login rules indicate whether it's used for single sign-on or you must change initial password. So for like you create a new administrator, by checking this box, initial password would have to be changed by the new administrator. In addition, if an administrator resets the password for another administrator, if you check this box, the existing administrator that had the password reset would also have to change that password. The return to login screen upon session timeout. The password expiration indicates whether the password should expire or not. And locking the OpEasy account would be locking the OpEasy administrator account. In this case, after 6 failed login attempts. So this provides all the login rules. Then you could search on just the group administrators. In this case, there's just one. Or just the department administrators, or you can search by login name, administrator name, or any other of these fields. In this case, there's just a small number. So we'll search on all the administrators. So now I'm going to go ahead and add a group level administrator. So I click on add. And then I enter a login name that would be used to log in to OpEasy. An administrator name is optional, but obviously it makes it easier to identify the user or the administrator. Enter a password. This will be the initial password for the administrator when he logs in. And then, if you want, you can indicate that you want the administrator to change the password when he logs in. In this case, we'll go ahead and do that. Then you could add an email address for this administrator. If for some reason you want to disable the account initially, you could do so. However, we will not. Then you want to select the level of this administrator. And you only have 2 choices because as an enterprise administrator, I can only create group level and department level administrators. But I'm going to create a group level administrator. This relates to the single sign-on, and this relates to a ClearSpend Pilot Program Administrator. We will not use either of these. In this case, the enterprise is automatically selected as Morehouse, the same enterprise as for this enterprise administrator. So the only real choice I have is to select what group or groups this group administrator is to be using. So, restating, the only selection is to select the group or groups that this new administrator should use. And that will be just simply the Hershey group. Then you push or click Apply. Now we created the administrator, but we're going to go ahead and customize the privileges for this administrator. And this was the default privileges for this administrator. We'll go ahead and make a couple of changes. First, we'll allow this group level administrator to add and manage department level administrators below him. In addition, he can view the login rules, but we will not give him full access. We will also allow him full access to advanced provisioning and other provisioning capabilities we'll just leave as is. For reporting, we're not going to allow him to create or perform CDR queries. However, we allow him to generate other reports and other logs. Then we go up to the top, click OK to save the modifications. We can click OK to go back to the login management screen, and then you'll see our new group level administrator. This concludes the tutorial. For additional training, visit Learn Now.